Right. Welcome back, watch fans. Breaking news in the world of Rolex. That's right. The date 36, aka the president, is it's on the move. It's on the move. Interesting things happening there. We got an article here in the Rob Report, and we got I guess we got. I don't know. They're spooking this Bark finish watch, the barking dog, and this is I think they got a deal with Eric Wynn. It's some sort of marketing deal. What is this actually? The Vault was like an S&M club in New York in the 90s or the 80s. The Vault. So this is the Vault by Rob Report. I guess they're selling stuff. Oh, they sold it. Wow. Interesting. I guess it was sold. I guess they're selling shit. Interesting. I like the way they're monetizing. Anyway, bottom line, they got this little article here, and they're spooking the date 36 Bark finish, just like the Colonel. But this has the famous what are they called? Not palace, whatever it is, a lot of the Kazakhstanis like that, our good friend Uzi is a big fan of that look, and it is, it's not for everybody. The diamonds going around, around the minute track. This one has like sapphires for the hour markers, baguette sapphires, which again, I'm a fan of the baguette sapphire or the baguette diamonds. Anyway, much better than the small ones that they have. But here's what he had to say. Here's the point of the article. This is the point of the article. Again, you got to take it with a grain of salt, a little bit of a grain of salt. And he's saying it wasn't that long ago the dealers had a hard time unloading an all gold gem set piece. Eric Wynn says. 5 years ago, he would have sold this piece for around 15 to 18,000. Today, it's 29,000. It's very rare, he tells Rob Report. I think that was clearly handed up. Blah blah blah. Okay, basically the prices have doubled. That makes about that sounds about right. Yeah, this would have been like probably 18 grand. 18 grand maybe 5 years ago. Again, because it's the rarity. I mean, again, the Bark finish was always considered a bit of a dog, a bit of an outlier. And it is, let's see, but it is, it's coming back. Now, I'll tell you why I think this is making a comeback. It has actually been on the move, and he actually mentions that in this article here. Again, the prices basically have doubled in the last 2 years for some models, but we're gonna look at what's going on right now. Okay, so string dial, that's what they call the string dial. They become very popular, very expensive in the 80s, blah, 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 blah. Okay, this is the watch. It's got like this yellow dial. I don't know. Honestly, this it's a bit of a dog. But listen, some people like it. I think the person who's buying this is really more of like one of these date collectors that buying the rarity. They're buying the rarity. So what is going on? So we're going to cover what is happening in terms of prices, because it's not exactly what it seems, but something interesting is happening here. So anyway, in the article, again, he's spooking the watch for 30 grand, and he mentions that what do you call it? That again, prices have moved, blah blah blah. But here's what's going on. Here's why I believe the Bark finish, date. You might want to take a look at. Look, this kind of style, that late 70s, 60s, it's actually really a 1960s style that Rolex picked up. It was kind of like, brutalist architecture. What is it? The Paul Evans, design, that type of thing, which, it's actually been very, hang on a second, Paul Evans. Is that the name, Paul Evans? Furniture. We're talking about the same guy? Yeah, we're talking about, yeah. Okay, so let me show you basically what we're talking about here. So, yeah, look at this. This is basically the look. This was a guy named Paul Evans. This stuff is super popular. I mean, it's been very popular, this type of design, for the last, I don't know, let's call it 15 years. It's been, and look at it, this is going for 100 grand. This sideboard. Wow. I mean, the prices are going up. I remember these were like, 20 grand, 30 grand, maybe a couple of years back. Wow, these are, again, it's not, may not be your taste. I mean, this is not for, look, this is not for the average tomato can, frankly. I mean, this is like, yeah, it's a specific look. I mean, this is like, you got to have a sense of style. Hang on a second, let me pull this up here. It's not for the average tomato can. It's not for the Patel Philippe's of the world. Is it coming up? Oh, here we go. Sorry, we lost it. There we go. We lost it. There we go. Okay. So Paul Evans. Sorry, guys. Okay, there we go. We're back. This is basically the look. Brutalist architecture, brutalist design, 1960s. This is where it comes from. This is kind of where the bark finish design is based on. So again, I was just showing you this thing here. So look at this credenza here, right? Credenza, 70 grand. And again, these were, I mean, just a couple, I don't know, 10 grand a few years back. I remember this. So Paul Evans, and the trend for Paul Evans is on the increase. So that is basically what the date. Here we go. Let me pull it back up. That is what the Rolex date 36 in bark finish. I mean, this is the design was basically inspired by, like, this type of funky design. So, this trend has been going for at least, I don't know, man, at least, I think at least 20 years. It was starting about 20 years ago, like in the early 2000s. I mean, you could have picked up this, that furniture for like 10 grand. So it's up basically 10x. You'd have made like, almost 10 times your money in the last 20 years. And you would have enjoyed your furniture if you would have bought it. The prices are basically up. I don't know if it's 10, maybe 5 to 7 times. It might be a little high, but okay, 5 to 7 times, which is pretty good, right? Like, so, I mean, you can buy, you can go to RH or one of these furniture places, buy new furniture, and chances are, I mean, you're buying this modern furniture, you're gonna lose like all your money basically because it has no resale value, right? Like, at these, auctions, sofas go for like $500 or whatever, right? Or whatever. If it's no name, you can't even get rid of it. Guys on Craigslist deal that stuff, right? But when you have like quality stuff, like, at the low end, you're talking about like Herman Miller, Knoll, that type of stuff. That will have resale value. Actually, it'll increase if you buy a Herman Miller, like the Eames chair, or the lounge chair. It'll increase in value. I mean, it's basically like a Rolex. Herman Miller furniture is basically like a Rolex. You're talking about like an Eames lounge chair, which is now, I think it's about 5 grand new. They keep increasing at 4% or so, whatever, every year. It's exactly like Rolex. And if you buy used, you get for like 3 grand, and you use it for 10 years, you'll sell it, and you'll make more money. So we got to listen, unless Peasant Philippe makes a donation, we're gonna have to ban him. We're gonna have to ban him. So we'll give him a few seconds to get the credit card out, but he's got to make a donation, otherwise he gets banned from the channel. Because, like, listen, we don't need peasants here. We don't need tomato cans and Bukiakistanis here. All right, so this is what's going on with the date 36 market. Okay, so there we go. So was it Peasant Philippe? Peasant Philippe is getting deported back to Chomostan, where he belongs. I mean, listen, we can't be not leaving money here. We don't do shit for free, as a certain Bogan of Brisbane would say, right? So this guy's waiting 6 months. Is that a new Are you talking about a new day date 36? Day just 36. Wow, that's a long time. I mean, they make them by the millions. You should be getting those like, I don't know, unless it's some crazy thing here. But this is look, this is what's going on. So here's what you can get for 8 grand. 8 grand head only. And by the way, people say, "Oh no, you gotta have the." No, I think the head is fine. The head. Nick likes head, right? By the way, this is a nice watch. Look at this. You got the door stop. You got the door stop over here. Again, I'm not endorsing this. I haven't seen it. I don't take it. I don't know what the condition. I don't know if it's Frankenstein. I'm not saying anything. I'm just taking at face value. So, and hey, this is the way I wear my watch. I think this is a great way to go. Again, listen. The average tomato can, it doesn't understand it. Like, again, these these guys in like Iowa and Wisconsin, who are having intimate relations with sheep and cows. That watch Nicholas knows. There we go. See, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about, it costs millions to keep this channel on the air, So we appreciate the support. We just need, a couple million more like that this week, and it'll really help. But yeah, so this is, again, if you're like some Bukiakistani in Wisconsin, you're not going to understand this, but if you're like a guy who's got some style and you put this on like a chocolate strap or like a suede strap, this is amazing. And for 8 grand, I mean, I don't know how you can go wrong. Now, here's what's going on there. What's interesting is how many lists. So there's 4,200. There's almost 4,300 day dates. 4,300 day dates. Day date 36 is on the market. That's between new, used. 4,300. This is huge. This is a massive, this is like a deeply liquid market. It's like the T-bills, okay? It's like the treasury market, U.S. treasuries or Japanese government bonds. It's a huge market. How many watches do they have in the 8 grand range? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got about 25 pieces, approximately 25 pieces on the market being offered for around 8 grand, right? And which is increased. So it looks to me like they're sticking around a little bit longer. And look at this. This is in white gold, which is kind of rare. The white gold you don't see. And I don't know. That's kind of an interesting look. I don't know if I'd go with a white dial. It's very boring. And you got the so-called Bukiakistan dial, a.k.a. Buckley. They call it the Buckley dial. I mean, that day, it's like this Bukiaki, the guy, the grifter, that grifter from New Jersey, that bridge and tunnel lowlife, Buckley, whatever he called himself, Vukum. This is honestly, this is a piece of shit. These Roman numerals, it looks like absolute garbage. If you get this watch, you're just going to look like some, bridge and tunnel lowlife. So anyway, look, you don't want to end up like a bridge and tunnel lowlife. So what you need to do is you got to join the channel. You got to invest $4.95, and you're going to be an aristocrat. You're going to be a baron, and that's going to give you access to our top secret content. Of course, you'll have the right to call yourself a baron. I mean, you get the aristocratic title. And you know what? We might even throw in a watch collection review video, a custom watch collection review video. Possibly. If you super chat, I mean, we're not doing it for $5. We're gonna charge for it now because it's like, who needs to give? We can't give away stuff. You give it away too cheap, people don't appreciate it. That's what it is. I mean, it's not about the money. It's about the money. No, it's not about the money. It's about I don't want to deal with lowlives. I want to deal with people who will, appreciate the value they're getting. So, and people, the problem with human beings is they don't appreciate something unless they pay for it. The more they pay, the better. Wow, blue dial. This is what I have. Is this a real blue dial? I don't know. There's a lot of stuff with these vintage watches. Like you really never know with Rolex. It's almost like, hey, this looks very similar to what I have now. I don't know. It looks legit. I think it's legit. I don't. Do you guys know anything about this? It looks legit to me. 9Gs from private seller in España. We've got a few people who got these. One of our barons. That's right. Baron Baron Bohm, as we call him. He got one, and then he switched out the dial for a linen dial, which I think is a great look. The linen is amazing. And by the way, this is a cool way to go. Look at this. Look at this strap. I mean, forget about the watch. I mean, the dial is nasty and vicious, but the strap is beautiful. That's the type of strap I would put on there. That is the type of strap I would put on there. See, this guy's a bukyak. He doesn't understand it. He doesn't understand. He's got, come on. This guy probably wears a baseball cap indoors, Listen, this to wear a day 30. There's only it's kind of it's interesting. There's actually what's the word? Bifurcate. It's not bifurcated. It's binary. It's binary. Now we're not talking about your sexual orientation. That's binary. But the day 36 vintage wearer who puts it on a strap, it's binary. It really is binary, meaning either it is somebody who's got a real sense of style, or it could be like a granddad. I mean, it's one of the two. It could go one of the two. It's either somebody who's got a real sense of style and they get like a cool strap, like this. Where is that strap? Where did it go? This is not bad. This type of thing, it's kind of a cheap strap. In suede, it's kind of cool. But again, this is the way I would do it. I would put on a strap like this, make it a little bit more casual. This is cool. And if you do that, I mean, that is the way to do it. There we go. I mean, this is ugly color, but kind of a cheap strap. But and the dial is ugly, but that's the basic idea. Beige strap or whatever. Look at this over here. Beautiful. Again, forget about you got to have the right dial strap combination. You got to have the right dial strap combo. Yeah, this is the way to do it. So again, it's a binary. It's a binary audience. Either it is somebody who's got a sense of style, or it's like somebody's grandpa. It could be. Look at this. We got another heavy hitter here. Ocean's Everything Bagel. Look at that. Wow. 9 watching. You need to poach Daniel Katz to moderate the chat. We got to get Daniel Katz. Yeah, yeah, why not? Why not? I mean, I don't know. That guy's busy. I don't know if we can pull him away because he's grooming Timmy. He's grooming Artem Pizdets. And, that's the groomer channel, Artem Pizdets. It's hard to pull people away from the Tim Wright channel because he's got so many of these, boomers that are grooming him, It's a very homoerotic atmosphere, that channel. I mean, it's really like, I actually had a video I'm going to be putting up. It's kind of like, I was saying that the world, wrestling, that, what is it, WWE, the Hulk Hogan, whatever that is. That's like the whole subtext of it is very super gay. I mean, it's like a very homoerotic thing with guys wrestling each other. It's a whole, they're wearing the tights. It's basically, it's an excuse for straight guys to, look at gay stuff. It's a lot of guys who are, on the border of going homo, right? And half these guys, I bet the wrestlers are gay. These world wrestling guys. It's just the way it is, right? I mean, like, there's no normal reason for somebody to, as a career, to want to dress up in outfits. I mean, really, it's very flamboyant. These outfits. I mean, they got outfits, and they're rolling around with another man. With his, sitting on another man's face. It's. You just gotta, read between the lines of what's going on there, and frankly, I think it's actually bad for, I think it's part of the, it's a whole thing. It's part of the Matrix grooming you. But What were we talking about? Yeah. Anyway, so that type of thing is going on in the watch community. You know, a lot of these guys on these channels. I mean, they're not really there for the watches. They're there for the grooming. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's kind of like, you know, there's certain people who watch, you know, Hulk Hogan wrestling and all that, not for the wrestling. They're watching for the homo content. You know. So it is what it is. Uh, so let's take a look here. Oh, who's that? Juan. Was he talking about what? Can you post the link? I'll look at it. Was he talking about this channel? No, no way. Post the link. Post the link. Post the link, Scott. Get the one-eyed Whitaker. One-eyed Whitaker. Yeah. So here's what's going on. So basically, look, I think these are a great value. Frankly, you know what? Look, I'll tell you how much I think it's a great value. I'd be willing if somebody would sell me like you know, a bunch of these. I would buy like I'd buy like 50. I'd buy like 50 of these at the right price. You know what I'm saying? Like I would be like head only. I'm not even talking about the bracelet. I'd buy like 50. Listen, if any of you tomato cans are watching, I'd buy like 50, maybe even more for $7 grand. $7 grand. I'll pay $7 grand. I'll pay 350 grand cash. I mean, not green money, but you know, I'll give you whatever, check or wire. If any of you bukiaks are watching, for 50 pieces. Like, you know, I don't want to buy one. I want to buy like 20 to 50 pieces. And I want like different, you know, language dates, like, you know, Spanish, whatever, French, 70s. I'm looking for 70s. Single quick set. So one of the issues with the watch, just so you guys know, anybody that's new to this, is, you know, if you want to set this, this is the old model, right? The single quick set. The old one's pre-1980, whatever it is. You know, it's a bit of a, it could be a pain in the ass to set the date and the date. Okay, it could be a bit of a pain in the ass because you got to pull it out, blah blah blah. You know, the new one is easy. So, but the new one, you're going to pay a lot more money. Whatever, what's the 180, whatever it is, 36, whatever, I don't know. So this is what's going on. Like this is, you know, just wow, it's interesting. So this is again the cheap stuff you can get for, you know, under 10 grand. You'll have a great watch. For about 9 grand, you'll have a great watch. And what is this here? And then you can get the bracelet. Wow, look at this. 1968. Is this original? Looks pretty good condition. I love that dial. I don't know if it's, again, I'm not saying anything. I'm not like endorsing any of this. Is this original? You got, you know, these private sellers. Oh, look at this. A note to all the scammers, grifters, and dreamers. You know, I have to take credit. I think I'm the first person to actually use the word grifter to describe these guys. I think I'm the first person to use the word grifter, like on a regular basis. And I started doing that. When was this? When we started really pushing the channel? Like, I don't know. This is a while back. This might be 2 years ago on my original videos about, you know, the grifter Anthony Farrow. But now it's taken over in the watch world. Yeah, this is not terrible. I mean, it's got a little bit of a rainbow. 12 G's. He's showing you all the problems. Yeah, this is, I don't know, 12 G's. Yeah, here's the thing with these private. Why would somebody want to deal with a private seller? You know, like you have no recourse. You got, like, you're dealing with guys who are dreamers. I mean, this guy's a dreamer. He's saying, I mean, he wants like full retail price. You know, you're dealing with basically, I don't know, like, you know, I don't know, it's not worth it. It really is not worth it. I hate dealing with private people. I like buying, like, you know, dealer, auction, whatever. I don't want to deal with these guys. They all think that they have something that's gold, and you know, you're ripping them off. You're taking advantage of them. You know, they're all Shrewd negotiators. Shrewd negotiators. Yeah, again, I don't know if these are real dials. Yeah, we don't know. But it just goes to show you the variety. I love this stuff. I mean, I really do. Now, let me show you what's going on in the new. The thing is with the Rolex Day. Wow, nasty and vicious. Look at this. Look at these crazy prices. I mean, these are people asking this. I mean, this is what they're asking right now. Now, this is real? No. For puzzle piece. I mean, anybody who buys this is got to be like a complete moron. A complete moron. You know, or I could be the moron. We'll see in 5 years. Either I'm going to be like completely like, you know, but listen, actually, you know what? I'm wrong. I can't see this going up because all the upside has been pulled forward. You know what I'm saying? Like all the upside has been pulled forward. You're telling me this watch is going to go from 300 to 600 in 5 years? It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. It's a modern, I mean, like it's just a goofy watch and it's a limited market. You know what I'm saying? Now, these are really cool. The Vienna Philharmonic. I can't believe what kind of prices people are asking here. Crazy, 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 crazy. I don't know if this is even legit, you know. But look, this is again lapis, and the way these diamonds are set here, the baguettes. That's really nice. Platinum. I'm not a fan of platinum, but let's see. But this just goes to show you what is going on at the high end of day. By the way, the new day 36 is, I think it's beautiful. The new day 36 is amazing. Look at this. Now, this is a platinum day 36 with the baguettes. Hang on a second. I'm going to pull up the, is this gold? I think it's gold. No, it's platinum. Yeah, ice blue, the baguettes. Actually, the white gold, I think, is even better. White gold instead of platinum is even better. With it, you get the same look, basically. I'll pull it up. Hang on a second. We got to get some, we need some donations on this channel. Again, we got to get some super chats. We got to get some, we got to get some action going here. Let's take a look. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pull up. Let's pull up day 36. Okay, so this is, by the way, the new day 36. I think we just did a quick video on this. But the gem set dials, this is 36, right? I mean, this is stunning. I mean, if you get the baguettes with the blue dial, wow. 46 grand. That's not bad. I mean, compared to whatever. But 46 grand, and you probably, I mean, listen, historically, these are always, let's call it 30% off, right? Discount. So let's say you get 25% off. Let's say you get 10 G's off. If you can get this for 35 grand, I don't know. You know, my only issue with it is the issue I have with day is with a new date, and you don't want this. I mean, this is garbage. You want this. That's what you want. That's what you want. The problem with buying a new one is the comps, not the comms, but the comps. You know, the comps are like, wow, what is this? Pink opal. Wow, that's amazing. I never heard of pink opal. That is some rare stuff. Pink opal. So this is a lady's watch, basically. I think it looks better for women, though, frankly, for women, much better to go with, you know, if you're going to go with yellow gold or rose gold. Let's take a look at this. Fluted, okay. Okay, now look at the dials. This is rose gold. And let's take a look at the Gem set first. Let's do gem set, okay? These are garbage. But, wow, look at that. Rose gold, you got this blue dial. That is pretty good. That is pretty good. The only issue is, again, it's 46 grand, right? So in theory, you could get this for 36. I mean, these ADs will probably tell you, oh, this is very popular. It's this, it's that. That's a bunch of bullshit. You know, day date 36 is not popular. Day date 4. I mean, the precious metal watches are very, very soft right now. And even with the gem set, you know, it's just not going to fly, you know. Okay, so baguette is 46. 46. And how much is a regular dial? And by the way, they have really nice dials that they're doing now. They're doing some nice dials. Hang on a second. Let's take a look. Colored dial. Okay, there we go. Colored dial. I think they have one in green. No, they don't. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go back. Check this out. A yellow gold. I think with the yellow gold, you got more options. Yeah, you got a lot more options with the yellow gold. Wow, the green. The green is amazing. And wait till you see this. Wow. Diamonds. This is like a very, you know, what do you call it? This is a very, you know, who buys this? What's his name? Conor McGregor. Very like Irish, leprechaun type of watch. You know, Conor McGregor he probably has this. I think he has one of these. I think he has one of these for sure. I think we've seen that. But this, wow! Listen, anybody who's Irish must own this watch. Frankly, I mean, you know. I mean, it's bad enough you're from a third world, you know, shithole country. At least, you know, get this watch. You know, this is going to make up for it. I mean, Oisin O'Malley, the Grifter of Venice, should have one of these. Look at this, 43 grand. Again, you should be able to get this for like 36. Is it worth 36? I mean, it's beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful watches I've seen. The only issue I have with the day date is like, you know, it's just kind of like, you know, it's, there's comps out there for 9 grand or 8 grand. Why am I paying 36? Because it's a new watch? I mean, it's a much better watch. No question. No question. Much better watch. Much better than the old ones. You know, the bracelets are better. Everything is better. Much better. I mean, it's almost like a different watch. But the dial is basically the same, right? It's kind of like, yeah, I think this is beautiful, right? This is very nice. I don't know. What do you tomato cans think? What do you low life tomato cans think of this watch? White gold. Let's see. White gold. Oof. Oh, did we see this already? Hold on a second. Did we see this? Okay. The blue dial, Roman numerals, great. Fume, yeah, I don't know, whatever. No, it's great. This is great. And with the diamonds, I mean, this is amazing. This is the way to go. 46 grand. All dials. So for white gold, these are your options. All right. That's it. Yeah. Let's see. All right, let's look at platinum. Again, I'm not really a platinum fan because it's just like, I don't know, it's not a real precious metal. That's the problem. That's my issue with platinum. So this is what you have. Okay, so this is what, so 59 grand, so 60 G's. Yeah, look at this. I mean, this looks exactly like the it looks exactly like the white gold one. Why would I pay 64 when I get the other one for, what was it, 40 whatever, or 46 retail? Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Uh yeah, and then you're gonna have just a heavy watch. Um yeah, yeah. All right. Let's see here. What should we pivot to drama talk? Nah. Let's pivot to, yeah, we got some good drama talk maybe tomorrow or so. We don't want to do the drama thing every day. All right, gentlemen, this is it. This wraps up today's broadcast. We're going to thank the show sponsors, the generous show sponsors here, for supporting the channel here. We got $6, which is enough to what do we do with $6? Man, this is big money here. This is big money, $6. Um, wow. I may have to start doing YouTube full time like Archie. If we keep this $6 a day thing going, this $6 a day grift. Wow, amazing watcher. Yeah, this blue doll with the diamonds is just, it's a stunner. But the price is they're going to drop. I think they're going to drop pretty hard in the coming. I would say the next 6 months, 12 months. It's the thing. What happens with Rolex is people get excited, but then they flood the market, and this is a moneymaker for them, right? This is where they make the big margins. It's the same amount of work for these guys as making a Submariner, basically. It's the same amount of work. So why wouldn't they, with a Submariner, what are they going to make? Rolex is making $1,000 profit, $1,500 profit. And with this, they're making 20,000 profit, basically. So, and they want to be more exclusive. So definitely, this is something that they're going to be pumping out in quantity. All right. Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you all on the next one.